Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today let's learn about carbon and its compounds. A large number of things which we use in our daily life are made up of carbon compounds. In Earth's crust, 0.02% of carbon is in the form of minerals. Similarly, in atmosphere, around 0.03% of the atmosphere is made up of carbon dioxide gas. Apart from that, on the screen you can also see carbon is a vital and necessary element in drugs, medicine, clothing, and in fuels that we use every day LPG, CNG, and of course, petrol and diesel, kerosene, and also is an important component of food that we eat. Hence, it becomes very necessary to know about carbon as a chemistry student. Carbon is the first member of group 14 in the periodic table. Atomic number is 6 and electronic configuration is 2, 4. So when we talk about the Bohr's model of an atom, we can understand here that the first orbit is K shell, wherein according to the 2n square rule, we can accommodate 2 electrons in K shell, and also in L shell. If you look at the second orbit, we have 4 electrons which can be filled. So we have K and L shell, and the formula we know it is 2n square rule, where n is 1. If I substitute n 1, and so K is going to have 2 electrons. Similarly, if I substitute n to be 2, then the maximum number of electrons in L shell would be 8. But since atomic number of carbon is 6, K shell will have 2 electrons and L shell will have 8 electrons. So now we all know about the octet configuration, wherein atoms want to gain stability only by attaining 8 electrons in their outermost orbit. But when we look at carbon, since there are 4 electrons in L shell, carbon can either gain 4 electrons and get a C4 minus. But in this situation, what happens is, since the number of proton is going to be 6, and now the number of electrons will be 10, because we know that in an atom number of proton and number of electrons are always equal. So if number of, and we know that in carbon number of proton is 6 and number of electrons, since it has gained 4, is going to be 10. So 6 is not equal to 10, it's going to get instability. Similarly, when we talk about carbon gaining, or sorry, losing 4 electrons, then it's going to have C4 plus. Again, here when you look at the ratio of proton and electron, it's going to be 6, and then since it has lost 4 electron, it's going to be 6 proton and 2 electron. So again, this is going to lead to instability. Hence, carbon doesn't form ionic bond or doesn't form metallic bond, but since carbon is non-metal belonging to group 14, it will always prefer to form covalent bond, that is by sharing or by mutual sharing of electrons. So now the most important property of carbon is catenation. Catenation is a property of self combination of carbon atoms to form long chain, and it is useful to us because it gives rise to a large number of carbon compounds. I will discuss about catenation in the next video. Thank you.
ನೀವು ಯಾಕೆ ಬ್ರೇಕ್